Hello everyone, Azokirals here, and today guys I'm gonna review one of the new Hero Factory sets, one of the bad guys, in fact, one of the four bad guys released as a kind of a canister size set, and today we're gonna begin with Xplode, right here. So here's the box. It's a bit taller than the normal canisters we are used to buy through the bionicle years. But apart from that, yes, it's a kind of a nice little box. So on the front, of course, you got Xplode right here. Behind him, a big explosion because, of course, explode, explosion. Well, you know what I mean. And on the ground, you got a little Simon, which is also exploded. You got the edge condition, the set numbers from the makers of bionicle characters right here. The same line we have found in the previous Heroes canisters. Hero Factory right here, and the H logo, which of course is red because of course it's Xplode, and the red is one of his main color. So on the upper part you got the mask, the Xplode's mask or Xplode heads on the 1:1 scales, and from the makers of bionicle figurine and stuff like that right in here. On this side, which is kind of interesting, you got the same pose of Xplode, but this time no explosion behind him and just a circle, so it's allow you to see him much clearer, I think. Even if it's really crisp, because the explosion is really on the background here, so you can really see Xplode is really look nice on the foreground. Here you have a close-up of his heads with kind of a green, neon green line, which look pretty nice in 3D CGI. And here, of course, you got the fight scene versus Duncan Bulk. Yes, Duncan Bulk. But you just got his set numbers, and here you got the name plus the logo, as you can see. And of course, some stats right here. So, like for example, the life or this level of threat, yes, or his level of power and stuff like that. Here it shows you how you can fire the new what is called the meteor ball. I think it's called like that, but in fact it's just some Tornax launcher with a Zamor ball in it. And then you got also a nice little pictures of his weapon, which is also a part released before in the quick assets. But we're gonna set later when I will review the set. And now for the instruction booklet. So nothing really interesting. You got the same pictures, of course, as the front box. The same pictures we have seen in the Heroes canister. So you can build this guy in 15 steps. Here you got the instruction booklet, the parts list right here. And here the new pictures of this instruction booklet is this picture, which is quite nice. You can see the William Furno being built, I think, and of course on the background you see the city of Mercurio City, I think it's called like that. And here some fight pose with two heroes, so Surge and Breeze versus Thunder, which is one of the bad guys, of course. The Lego Club and the win page. And now for the set itself, guys. So here Xplode, at least in his frame mode, in his body frame mode, we're gonna of course build it in this review. So as you can see, the color scheme, excuse me, you can really see him in fact. The color scheme is black with some matte red and also some dark red, metro red, but it's just used for 3 parts in fact. So the main colors are red and black, which is quite nice. Also we will find some orange, yellowish colors on some parts. So now for the legs first. So you have some double connectors, so middle one as you can see, and then some legs which are some metro legs. This is a new colors in fact because it's matte red, and this part wasn't released before in matte red. In Aka it was just some Inika legs and wacky legs, which were released in matte red. So it's a new colors and it's pretty nice. You got 2 of them, and then the fit, which is an Inika cloud fit, so nothing really new right here. We're gonna put on the leg armor some Inika leg armor in fact, so nothing really new right here in black, which was also released before on New Power Inika, so nothing really new. And then we're gonna put some some other armors which were also released before in Aka in the same colors. We're gonna put this like that. Really simple. Excuse me. And here we go, we have finished the legs. Now for the body, so the body you can see is a hero body, yes, is a hero torso frame, hero torso part, excuse me, in fact. So it means you've got the 5 ball joints right here. Then we're gonna use these little technique beams, in fact, to put the head part right here. The head part, in fact, is on, of course, it's a Glatorian head, which is put on a Glatorian neck, and then it's put on a scroll leg armor, which this time is recolored in a dark red. So this is a new recolors again for this set, this time in dark red for this part. We're gonna link this on the technique beam I showed you earlier. Now we're gonna put the arm armor, in fact, yes, the arm protection, which are in fact new part, new mold for the Hero Factory's line. So this is this part. With all these little spines in soft plastic. Also notice that this part is well with some yellow fade on the spines, which look pretty nice. Also notice there is one axle all right there and one axle, so just in fact 2 link parts, if I can say so. And we're gonna put this part on this 3 axles parts, which were first released in Hydroxon and then released massively in 2008 in the vehicle set, for example. So we're gonna put this 2 on the arms, like that, and also a third one which will be used as back, and we're going to use these connectors which is linked to the torso ball joints, because as you have seen the head is linked with an Glatorian neck, so we're going to use this part to make the back, to make a spinny back right here. Now for the rest of the arms, excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna explain how the arms work. So you have a double long ball joint right here, and then you have an old school slicer arm used right here, and then a Glatorian end. Gonna link the meteor launcher, which is in fact the Tornax launchers recolored in black. So new recolor again, but this recolors is used in the 4 bad guys set. And then the armor, which is also a new kind of recolor, green recolors, and we're gonna use right there. And now for the left arm, in fact, which is the same apart from the weapon, which is this one. So as I've said earlier, is the same part used as a rear leg of Quika, but this time, of course, it's a new color, so it's red with a yellow fade, and it's look beautiful. I have to say it's really a beautiful part in this color. I'm gonna link this like that. And now we are almost at the end of the review, because now I'm gonna, well, almost the end of the building, the construction itself, because now I'm gonna link the helmet or the head part, which is this one. So of course it's a new mold, and it's look pretty beautiful with this little Swiss spines right here. This on the front kind of look like an helmet because of the cylinder shape of this part. Little pistons right here, mechanical parts, so little details. And of course also notice that on the box, it's not shown, but it's kind of seems like there is no teeth on the upper jaws, but in fact there is a teeth on the 2 jaws, so the lower one and the upper one. So it's well, of course, it's look better than on the box, which just look kind of weird right here. And of course, an axle to link it through the Glatorian head like this. And well, that's quite all for the building itself, so I'm going to do it on maybe a turnaround of the set. So you can see how it works, but it's pretty simple in fact. And now for the the articulation, the articulation section. So I'm gonna put the arms up. So for first of all the legs, which can bend at this point, so at the maximum point, so no problem at all on this for the I think yes, it's called the knee, yes, the knee, and yes, there's a little problem of course for the feet because it's blocked by the armor right here, so you can't really do that much right there apart from the when you try to push it down, but you can't make it go higher. And that's all for the legs, which are pretty well articulated. I have to say I have no big complaints about this part of the set. And now for the arms right now. So of course you got a normal double connectors, but then you got the slicer arm. So you may think it's not well articulated because if I try to put this like that, it's like 90 degrees. But in fact, it's up to you to do stuff like this to make it more articulated. For example, you can do this like that or like this. And you can see it's pretty well articulated when you try to put the arms in this position, because of course in this position it's just bad, but in these positions it's pretty good, I have to say. So again, it's up to you to play with it and try some new pose with this slicer arms, which in fact reveal to be pretty articulated when you try to pose in. And of course the head, which can't really look up, but can look down and a little on the sides, like that. And here we go, I finished off, yes, the articulation are done. So, oh yeah, maybe I'm gonna try to make a better pose with this guy, like this. And well, that's all for this guy. I'm maybe gonna do a little comparison size with an hero set. So I'm gonna take Duncan Bulk right here, and here you can see the comparison size between these two guys. And for the all Bionicle fans, we want to know, well, where is the, oh yeah, here it is. So here it's Ali Inika, a normal canister size set, in fact. So here's a little comparison size between the two guys, and so you will see that in fact the villain of Hero Factory's team, brand, in fact their size between the heroes and the normal Bionicle canister size, in fact, as you can see right here. And now for the little sum up of this set. So what's first not to like? So first of all is how these parts are put on the arms, because they are put with this little part. So this means there is some grays, and also because there is a big hole, kind of, well, not really big, but there is a hole between these two parts, which kind of look like not that gray, I have to say. Also, apart from this section, which can be in fact modded pretty easily, because you just have to take a double connectors, which was released in 2009. For example, one of the Tornatus guy, you know, with or Scorpion, I don't remember, you know, with the holes on this side, and then you just have like an well, an hole, and you can put the parts right here. Well, apart from that, in fact, I have to say that I'm pretty happy with this set, because there is no that much of bad puns with this one. So of course, it's used on little set torso, so it can be count as a drawback, of course. But apart from that, there is no really big problem. So maybe the legs are not really that original, because it's used most of all parts. But apart from that, I have to say the part selection, first of all, is really great, because you've got nice recolors like this one, and this one, and you've got interesting new parts like of course the helmet and this part, which are really beautiful, I have to say, with the little fade and stuff like that. So for mockers, it's really an interesting set. Then you have got the articulation section, which is pretty good, I have to say, so no big problem, in fact. At least, because you can really make tons of pose, and you got like 3 ball jump per arms and legs, so it really works pretty perfectly. And then of course the overall design of this set is also pretty neat, I have to say. There is no big problem with all those spines and stuff like that. You have a shape reminder, so it really looks interesting and pretty nice. I'm gonna stop saying pretty nice all the time, but it's look really well done, I have to say. And I think that will be all for this Xplode set. In fact, guys, I not much to say, and I would say that I can advise you to buy these villain guys in first, because that's one of the most interesting and one of the better one in terms of articulation or design and stuff like that. So this is really one good choice for first villain set if you want to buy some new Hero Factory sets. And well, I think that's all for this review, guys. So hope you enjoyed it, and well, just to say that Xplode is a pretty interesting set and pretty nice one and pretty well made, apart from some little drawbacks which are not really that important. But apart from that, pretty nice set. So hope you enjoy this review, guys, and if you have any question on this set, feel free to ask, and I will be happy to answer them. And well, that's all. So see you later for another Hero Factory villain review. Bye bye.